Hi, you guys. I'm back. And, I've been asked so many times. Hold on, let me clean off my little camera. I've been asked so many times, oh, you teach people how to get rich men and you teach people how to do this. How come you don't look fancy? How come you don't dress fancy? Well, I'm dressing fancy for the haters today. Got all my Louis Vuitton and my Chanel. I got my Chanel earrings on for you guys today. My little my Louis makeup bag out. I have a whole bunch of purses on the floor for you guys because this is how mothers dress every day to drive and take their kids to school, make school lunches, and go to the gym. This is how we dress, guys. This is how we dress on a daily basis when we're grocery shopping at Costco. And this is how we dress when, we check the mail. This is how we dress when we have to go up to the post office. And this is how we dress when we sit at home just working, okay? This is how we dress, okay? You guys, this is how we dress. Oh, and also I don't know which handbag to carry, so I carry them all at the same time so that everybody can see that I'm just, balling and things like that. So I'm going to show you guys my little collection that's on the floor. I don't know which one to get. Should I get the Louis? Should I get the Gucci? Should I get the Chanel's? Which one? Which one y'all want to see? Should I get this one today? Really? Should I wear this one with this outfit, or should I match it with this? Should I get the Louis Vuitton? Let's see. This looks really cute. I don't know, maybe this one. Yes, this is really sporty. Yes. I don't know though. It's so hard. And then when you think about it, all the brands that you got to put together, you don't want to clash them. You can't put a super cheap brand with an expensive brand. So you just get all confused, and then your kids are late to school. So, darn it. Oh well. Then when it comes to perfume and stuff like that, you don't know whether to wear your Versace. You don't know whether to wear your Chanel. You don't know whether to wear your Star Goddess. You don't know what to wear. I mean, seriously. I don't know what to wear. Should I wear my Tom Ford? Should I wear my Coco Chanel? I don't know. Y'all, there's too many choices out there. So I'm basically making this video because I have so many people always saying, well, if you live so well, how come you don't dress nice? How come you don't have nothing, how come you this and that? Because I don't need to be, okay? I got all this stuff in my closet when I need it if I want it, okay? I don't have to get on camera looking like $1 million just so you can believe the words that come out my mouth, okay? If I did that, would it make you feel better? Would it make you feel better? I even have, my little Versace umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Even I get rained on and stuff. Okay? So the reason I don't floss in front of everybody is because I don't have to. Okay? I don't have to do all of that. Why? Because what's it gonna do for you? If I can show you all the stuff that I have, but I don't teach you how to get it, what's the use? I have all this stuff. I don't really use it on a daily basis because I live in the suburbs and I have 2 kids. And I don't have a job, so I don't have to go to work. So I don't have any place to really wear this unless I go to the, to the nice mall, to the Galleria, to some kind of art show, whatever. But this is not what I wear on a daily basis, y'all. So a lot of people that are hating on me saying, oh, why don't you dress fancy? Because I'm not new to this, okay? I don't have to show everybody everything because I want to feel better than them, okay? I already feel how I'm supposed to feel. I don't need people to say, oh, well, look at the background. She don't have no money. Do you know how much half this stuff costs? Just because it doesn't look like, some fancy stuff that people put in their house so they can look rich doesn't mean it's not worth anything, okay? So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, if you're mad because of certain things, and then you want to attack other people because, oh, they don't know what they're talking about, they don't look this way, they don't look that way. I'm not on the bus with a Louis Vuitton. I have a car, a house. you know I'm not on the bus. My car is not getting repoed while I'm carrying Louis Vuitton. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So I don't have to look rich, I don't have to look fancy, and I don't have to do any of that, because I can if I want to, and I don't need to. How y'all doing? So, you know, y'all want me to dress like this every day for no damn reason? If to make a video? Yes, I'm rich. I have money. I can afford the nice things in life, and you know, yeah, I know I could probably do that, but that's not the point of my video. My point is not to get designer items. That's not the point of my video. The point of my videos is to get treated like you're supposed to be treated, and to be able to buy designer items if you feel like it, without having to, struggle, without having to catch the bus because you decided to spend your tax check on a Louis Vuitton instead of a car. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of women, you know, when they get into their little groups and talk about people, they don't know what they're talking about half the time. And the other half of them is just jealous and hating. Okay? And the reason that I feel like I had to make this video is, because some people associate success with material items that you can buy, designer items. If I'm sitting up here in a regular shirt, whatever. Some people don't care, and other people are like, well, if she has so much, how can she dress? I could pull it either way. I could clean up good. I'll put on an evening gown with some sequins on it. I could do anything. I can take it anywhere. But my bank account is not suffering on behalf of it. I'm not flossing. I'm not gonna floss to you. I'm not going to show you all my stuff on purpose just so y'all can listen to me. Because if you don't listen to me, then you don't really want the information anyway. You know what I'm saying? So, and half the stuff, well, majority of the stuff was gifts, y'all. Because y'all know I ain't buying nothing for myself. This was a gift. Oh, this is my own perfume. This was a gift. Okay. I don't remember if this was a gift. I don't know if I bought it or not. Probably was. This is a gift, and it's almost gone, and it's old. But this was my favorite perfume. That's Coco Chanel. So, it doesn't matter. And I just want y'all to know that y'all don't have to have the most expensive things to feel like you're somebody. You just have to be able to know that you have money in the bank, you got a car, you got a house, and you're secure. Okay? Everything else is added bonus. And that's what you should be seeking. You know what I'm saying? So the reason I don't flash is because I don't want this to be your main focus. I want security and priorities in the right order, not baubles and luxury and stuff like that. That comes after you're secured. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have women out here chasing men just to buy them, this and that, when they should be trying to get, secured for life, or secured for the month, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I came on early today. Oh my God, I had a headache this morning, and so I didn't go to the gym, and I'm like, it went away as soon as I drank a bunch of coffee, and I'm good now. So yeah, so this is me. And then, some people talk about my wigs. Oh, she wanted on synthetic wigs. Well, because I have real hair and I don't need to buy a real hair wig. Oh, I can just take it off. So, the thing is, people are going to hate regardless, even if they're a fan, and then they're not a fan, or they have something smart to say, they're going to hate anyway. That's why I still going to do what I do. Just the same way. Why? Because it's working for a lot of women. All my advice, all my free advice is helping women get money, okay? Put their priorities in the right order. Get their lives together. And the women who believe that they can do it actually go and do it. A lot of women still have low self-esteem and they can't do anything because they really don't think they deserve it. You know what I mean? They really don't think they deserve it. So they have a hard time getting what they want in relationships, in life, in general, in career, because they don't feel like they deserve it. And that's something that they'll never realize until they stop looking at everybody else and pointing the finger instead of looking at themselves. So I just wanted to put this out there. A lot of women, yes, a lot of women don't understand because they've been conditioned so much. You're not supposed to want certain things. You're not supposed to have certain things. If you want certain things, you're greedy. If you do certain things, you're immoral. If you do this and if you do that, it's going to come back on you. And y'all have been conditioned to believe all that. So y'all have also been conditioned to not want it subliminally or think that you're supposed to have it. But meanwhile, there's other women out here who are highly successful. And usually these type of women who are highly successful have, a more open mind. Their mind is open. They feel that they deserve things. And so they attract things. And they're not afraid to ask for what they want because they feel they deserve it. Now, a lot of women who feel like they don't deserve something, they won't even ask for it because they fear the rejection, because they know that they're putting out the frequency that they don't deserve it. So therefore they never get it. And then they get upset at those who are getting it. And, they want to say, oh, well, this is stupid. It's not working. No, the reason it's not working is because you don't feel like you deserve it. Okay? You got to get on the frequency of knowing you deserve something before you can get it. And this is something that I teach, The methods that I use on this channel to teach are also the methods that business people use. They're the methods that the great, industry leaders have used, and they are proven successful. So if you're not successful at this, it's because you're not doing the personal work that you're supposed to do first. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to hop out there and compete with the women who have already been doing the personal work within themselves. And you haven't done that. A lot of women have not done the personal work, the healing, the understanding that they deserve stuff first. And then they just run out there and try to do this stuff. And it doesn't work because they're not on the same vibration as these other women who feel they deserve it and attract men who want to give them things. You know what I mean? So if you're not having luck following some of this stuff, you need to do personal work. Okay? Because, your frequency has information in it. And if you're vibrating, I don't deserve this, I don't fit in here, that's what people are going to pick up around you. Okay? And it's going to be uncomfortable. And they're not even going to see you. Hold on, I'm trying to get my phone plugged. They're not even going to see you as worthy. You know what I mean? Of having what you want. Because you don't even think you're worthy of it. And this is a lot of problem. This is a lot of women's problem. They don't feel like they're worthy. Okay? So they don't even ask. They're afraid to ask. They're afraid to approach certain venues. They're afraid to, fail. So they don't even try. Anyway, how are y'all doing? I look jazzy as usual. Yes, I have on my luxury items today because people say I don't look like I have money and that I talk a lot, but I don't have anything to show for it. So I had to bring all my crap out and show you guys that I got lots of money and things like that, and you should listen to me. But that's not what I do really. I don't like to show off the stuff that I have. I don't even really wear this stuff. I get more compliments on my cheaper items actually. Because people can go and buy them. They see something they like and they go, "Ooh, where'd you get that? Ooh, I love it." And then they'll go buy it. But when they see me walking around with Chanel, Louis Vuitton, they just look at me and like they won't say nothing because they're secretly envying it, yeah, but they don't see it that I'm approachable, okay? And I feel like in this world and where I live, I'm in the suburbs, y'all. I can't, I can, but I don't. So it's just like, do I really want to floss all this stuff? Because to me, if you do it every day too much, it's like a sign of insecurity, and I don't need name brands and labels to make me feel important. I mean, I already feel important. So, a lot of people feel like that I'm supposed to, I'm just telling this to the new people that are coming, that I'm supposed to be looking all rich and extra and, tailored and fancy and, you know, but the truth is, I'm going to look stupid dressed like this in my lifestyle. You know what I mean? I'm not out and about. I'm not dating. I'm not out at, cruising for men. I don't go to anybody's job. I sit at home and make videos, do readings, pick up my kids, do consultations. Who's going to look at me besides the mailman and the construction workers across the street, So, I have the flashy stuff, but why do I need to wear it on a video? That's pointless. Unless I'm trying to show it off, Oh, yes, I have it all. Yeah, I understand people are attracted to success, but they're also attracted to the truth and information and knowledge as well. So, me saying that, if I have to dress up in order for some, of the lesser people to believe, my technique works, then oh well, y'all not here for the right reason. So, yeah, I know a lot of people, will get upset with me and, talk behind my back in different groups and stuff because, they're not successful or at what they do, or they can't keep something long term, or this and that, and they're upset because a lot of other women are doing great, and they're just getting frustrated, and they're taking it out on me, the person that's giving them free information, the person that helps them, the person that probably has given them more confidence about themselves, and I sit here and do this for free. I can't take I don't charge for my videos. I don't go out and, charge $300 for seminars and da 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 like some other YouTubers. I don't do none of that. I come up here live, direct, in my regular old clothes and talk to y'all for hours upon hours. And for people to do that, it's like, it shows me why they can't succeed, because they want to blame everybody else but themselves. And that's the first thing that you have to do, is take full responsibility of your actions before you can change into a better person. So to me, they're not growing mentally, they're not growing spiritually, and they're not growing wiser. They're just frustrated because they're stuck. And when you get stuck, you don't get upset, you don't get frustrated, you look within and see what you can do to get unstuck. You don't lash out. You don't get mad and say, well, I'm going to turn on the person that has helped me this far because I can't get any further. No, you turn within and say, what else can I do to move forward? What am I doing wrong? What can I change about myself to make myself more successful? But instead, you want to blame everybody else, talk about everybody else, say this and that because you stuck and you can't get nowhere. And you're mad at the world because you got to live at home with your grandma. Okay? So, as a grown woman. So, I'm sorry. I can't help you any further if you don't help yourself. Okay? I mean, I moved out my mama house a long time ago. Never went back either. Never going back until she wills it to me, and then it'll be my house. Okay. So, yeah. And I know there are lots of other groups on Facebook, and people go in there and talk trash and stuff about the group that they're paid to get into, and then they get kicked out because they sitting over here gossiping because they are not successful in the group, because they don't listen and they don't take the advice, because they have their own mind and they're trying to do stuff that they've been trying to do for years that hasn't worked for them yet, but they're still stuck on it. But they paid $50 to get in the group, and I don't get that. You just wasted some money. Uh-huh. Thank you, though. The reason I charge for the group is to keep women like that out. You know, if you're going to invest in yourself, I would think that you are investing in yourself spiritually, mentally, and as well. You know, um, so maybe I should, before I let new people in, I should say, are you working on yourself? Are you taking full responsibility? Do you think you deserve this lifestyle? Are you willing to do what it takes to get there, or are you stuck in your ways? Do you get frustrated easily? I have to ask. I got to add more questions to my list now, because so many people are just sitting there watching, but they don't do anything to change. It's just like somebody can watch something all day and get all the information they need, all the techniques that they need, but they won't change. And I regret letting certain people in my group that I had to let go because of certain things. But you know you only mess up one time with me. That's it. One time, that's all it takes. You gone. Just like a man, you mess up with me, it's over, unless you paying me a large amount of money to get back in my life, and then I can um you know profit off of you. Then I can't look backwards, because I don't do that. I keep it moving, and I don't look back. And if I do look back, you know and wave, that's all you get. So I'm sorry, but can't do it. Won't do it. Mhm. So there's some new spots open in the group now. Had to do a cleansing. But it's all good though. I got some new spots, and I'm gonna start looking very carefully at the people I let in, because observing the people that always betray the group, they all have something in common. And I'm not gonna say what it is, because y'all gonna be like, "Ooh, you just mean, you're just you're classifying people." But the people that always have the same issue, I'm gonna look very closely at their profiles. Okay, and you can't hide. I'm gonna look very closely, because a lot of people who try to get in this group and think that they can do what these other girls are doing, they're not there mentally. Mm-mm. you know they're set in their ways, and they don't realize that men don't like how they look, act, seem. Even if they love themselves the way they are, it's not appealing to men. And that's the whole purpose of joining a group, to actually attract the type of man you want. If you want to attract the type of man you want, but you look at the exact opposite of what he finds attractive, how are you supposed to do that? Magic? Through hypnosis or something? I don't know. But the whole issue is they're not willing to do the work. Don't come in a group looking busted, talking about, oh, I'm not successful because I have morals. And no, you're not successful because you're not attractive to the type of man that you're trying to get. That's why. Because most men, they go with their eyes, and what they're turned on by. And obviously, if you keep failing, they're not turned on by you. Now, yeah, I do have a pick me group that everyone can join for free, and it's satire. It's satire. And a lot of people join don't thinking it's satire. They really join to have some type of 50-50 thing going on. And It's funny because when they post, they're confused, they don't know, and then people start trolling them. It's sad, but it's funny. So y'all can go join that, and I'm in there every once in a while. But if you don't get offended by anything in the Pick Me group, then perhaps you could be in the regular group. But a lot of people just get offended, or they pretend they're not offended, but then they go gossip on the side to their friend. Girl, you should see this mess. It's ratchet. Da 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 da. It's not ratchet. Living in your grandma's house past the age of 25 is ratchet. Okay. Um. So, you know, it's not ratchet. What it is techniques that are used by corporations, business to seal deals, okay? To get people interested in, how I teach. And it also women who know what they're worth, not afraid to ask, and men who deserved to be, exploited as they try to exploit us sexually. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, they were fine with it until they got kicked out and gossiped because they couldn't cut it. They couldn't go out and do what the next girl is doing because they're not willing to play the part, to play the role. People are like, well, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. Well, it's called acting, okay? If you can't act, you don't, and you have these morals, these high moral standards that won't allow you to ask for certain things so you can move out your grandma's house and get your own apartment, then that's on you. I'm sorry. Okay? I done lied to James so many times to get what I wanted, but we still married and I'm still here and we're still happy. Men will lie to you in 2 seconds, but you got morals. Okay. Bye. I will lie to any man who is trying to sexually exploit me, ask for sex, get up in my inbox. I will lie and scam on him. Why? Because he's trying to do the same thing to me. So why can't I do it? I feel like a lot of these women are still pick me chicks on the inside, and and it's just coming out because they can't help it, and it's like they try so hard to suppress it, but it just keep coming out because it's been programmed. You got to get rid of that program first, because if you're an undercover pick me chick and it keeps coming out, and you can't hold it in, that means you don't need to be in a group. You should have just left on your own and started your own group, to talk about whatever y'all need to talk about. So, everybody keeps asking what I feel about plastic surgery. If you get it, great. If you can afford it, if you can get somebody to pay for it, great. Do whatever you need to do. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me if people get plastic surgery. Like, what does that have to do with me? If you want to look better and you want plastic surgery to make yourself look better, then go get it. If you don't think you need it, then don't get it. It doesn't, I really don't have a opinion on it. Someone says, girl, I look snatched. Yes, I have to look like this so people can, believe the things that come out of my mouth, because I'm supposed to be so well taken care of, so luxurious, so rich, and, I have the haters talking about me. Well, she don't look like she got no money. And da 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 da. Well, this how I'm supposed to dress or something every day? I'm supposed to put my Louis Vuittons on and my Louis Vuitton scarf and Chanel pin and Chanel earrings and spray on all the perfumes at once that I got. Carry every purse that I got. I don't know. What y'all want me to do? So when people start hating on you, they kind of reach for the stuff that you're not, actively doing. Okay, well, she don't look like she got the lifestyle she got. She don't ever dress fancy, and every time I see her outside, she's in a parking lot full of bad cars by some apartments. Okay, da da da. Well, maybe I'm next to the gym. Maybe I'm next to the grocery store. Maybe I'm doing this. Everybody who follows my channel for real know I don't live in no apartments. Okay, but they probably still live at home with their mama. That's the whole funny part about it, or their grandmother. So if you can't outdo me, you don't need to talk about me. Let's just say that. If you are not outdoing me, and you talk about me, it's just called being jealous. If you're outdoing me and talking about me, then maybe we have something to talk about, you know. But if you're not outdoing me, and you're way down here, and you're talking about something, it's just called hating. That's all it's called. Because you know, how are you gonna fix your mouth to talk about something when your grandma walking around, when you trying to FaceTime in the background? How you gonna talk trash about somebody when your grandma sitting there walking in behind you when you trying to FaceTime somebody? You can't talk about nobody, okay, baby? Okay. How do I maintain my classiness with the haters? Um, I don't know. Uh, I don't, I don't really blame them because if I was them, I would hate on me too, y'all. With sarcasm and wit. That's how I maintain my classiness. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go look back at some of the comments, y'all. Y'all have to hold my thing because my stand broke. I gotta go to Best Buy and get a real stand now instead of Five Below. You know, and then I got the trolls talking about, ooh, your man need to buy you a mic. Your man need to buy you. It's on my wish list. I get somebody to buy it for me. Don't worry about it. Um, y'all miss my pink mic? Actually, one of my fans is sending me a microphone, a nice one. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Um, so I should be getting that soon. I hope it works out for this phone. Um, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Like I said, I'm gonna have to view profiles very carefully before I let anybody else into the group. Okay, I can't do like I'm start like I hate to do it because the conscious community, the spiritual community are a lot of the people that are having issues because of their fake morals, even though that their lifestyle does not reflect their morals. You know what I'm saying? So if you got some type of hotep name or, you know, a bunch of crazy stuff on your page and you're trying to, you know, switch it up to being a gold digger when you've been taking care of Ray Ray for 20 years, I don't know if I'm gonna let you in, okay? If you got, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna let you in if you've been taking care of men for 20 years and then trying to switch up real quick because I don't think you're mentally prepared, okay? Because you're going to start feeling guilty. You're going to be afraid to ask a man for money because you've been conditioned so long to give a man money. I don't know if I'm going to let you in. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the type of women that will go and talk about the whole group or the group or people in the group behind their back because they can't get their mind together to realize that they deserve something besides BS, you know? So I don't know if I'm going to let y'all in. You gotta be on your job already. You want to get in, start doing this stuff before you get in. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't let any more pick in ever. Y'all can't come back. Y'all cannot come in. You gotta already be gold digging. Okay, and I have to see it on your page, and I need to see that you're not ashamed to be a gold digger either, because I have all these people in here. I'm afraid that I'll be exposed, and if you're afraid to be known to have high qualities, high standards, and only want high quality men, then, you know, that's fine. But I'm not ashamed of it. And I feel like a lot of women shouldn't be ashamed of it. You know, I understand people have jobs and stuff like that, and they have to maintain that. I understand that. But, you know, if you're not publicly, you know, already saying a man should take care of a woman on your regular page, and if I don't see a bunch of, you know, pick me looking pictures, then maybe if you look good, if you look like you don't need a ton of work, you know, I'm starting to stricken the rules because it's too many pygmies out here, and they think they can do it, but when they get in, they crack, their mind cracks, and they break down and they go crazy, and they get upset and they start, you know, gossiping about the whole group, and you can tell the signs because they'll start posting crazy stuff in the group at first. because they're about to crack and they get frustrated. They be like, well, how do you women do this? And are y'all sure that let's talk about this? And they'll post like 20 posts, and then they'll go to another group and gossip, and that's when they crack. And then when they get caught, they can't even deny it. They just gotta go. So if y'all start posting some crazy stuff, I'm just gonna like take it down and delete it. And if something happens, you gone too. But the whole thing is, if this is not for you, don't try to join the group. Just watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. If you're a pick-me and you just want to change, this year, stay on the videos. When you start gold digging already, then you come to the group to get the tips. Okay, you don't come in here after you just broke up with your third baby daddy, and you was paying for everything for like years and years. You ain't ready yet. Okay, you got to get into the mentality of feeling you deserve something, making the change yourself. Going out with men of higher means, changing your look. You got to do all that by yourself, and then you'll be ready for the group. Okay, you can't come in there green, because if you come in there green, you're gonna get frustrated. Okay, it's just like, it's kind of like being in kindergarten and walking into a high school class. It's not, you're gonna crack, because you're not gonna be able to keep up. You're not gonna understand what it is. Now, if you've already been doing this, yeah, great, you'll fit right in. But if you're just starting out, just keep watching the videos until you secure yourself in looks, mentality, and are starting to date men with money already. Now, this is just how to get to the next level. Okay, so don't try to join the group if you're new. Keep watching the videos and improve yourself. I'm not letting nobody else that look green in. And when I say green, I mean no makeup, no hair. If you look like somebody's maid, you're not getting in. I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to be rude, but these are the type of women who need to improve themselves first and then come back and try to join. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself together first. That way I know you're serious about it. If you're having financial problems, you don't need to be focused on dating. You need to be focused on securing yourself. But if you come in here talking about I'm almost homeless, no. Okay? Stay over there, get yourself together, and then start dating when you can breathe, relax, and not worrying about, being kicked out your house. Okay? So take care of yourself first. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Don't rush to join a group because you think it's the answers to all your problems. No, it's not. It's just to help those people with tips to success, to getting what they need. It's not to take you from a pick-me to a gold digger in 1 week. That's not what it's for. Okay? Okay. So, I've had people that have joined the groups. Like, I've been watching your videos since you started your channel, and I have listened to everything you said, and it's been working, and now I'm doing what you said. Can I join the group? Yes, of course you can. Because you've been successful. You've changed. You don't look like, you just came out of a relationship, as a pick-me. You have been applying the techniques and stuff like that already. So take it to the next level, Oh, sorry, I gotta take a message. So yeah, then I have my trolls on here. Those guys who are always on here trolling. It's because they have a channel and they have no viewers or content, so they have to come over here and harass y'all, hoping that I'll say their name or something, or blah blah. They even asked me to do a video with them, and I told them I would if they paid me, but they ain't got no money, so they don't get no interview. Okay. Okay, don't ask me these dumb questions, y'all, in the comments. Okay, if you don't like what I say, y'all don't have to watch these videos. Okay, I can't be politically correct for every type of situation. Okay, I keep seeing questions like, oh, so wearing makeup is bad, or da da da. It's bad if according to the type of man you want to attract. Yes, because nobody's gonna take you out looking barefaced and blah to a 5-star restaurant or around their colleagues and stuff like that. If you want to date Ray Ray from around the block, he don't care about your makeup, okay? So what I'm saying is you have to upgrade yourself, level up, okay? If you walking around with lipstick and clear gloss and thinking you the bomb, and as soon as somebody else walk by, who's taking an hour to get ready, you're gonna be sadly mistaken, unless you're just the epitome of natural beauty and supermodel material. Okay, so stop asking me these questions. Y'all already know my answer. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So, makeup is equated with success, especially in the corporate industry. You have to look your best. You have to look and you have to compete. You have to bring in, you have to seduce, you have to do all of that, and that's what makeup helps people to do. Okay? Women who wear makeup get promoted faster than women who don't. And you have to know this. I'm telling you, this is how I teach. I use business laws, business techniques to success, psychological techniques. It's not just some stuff that I'm getting off the top of my head. A lot of it is, but it still relates to, a structure that is guaranteed success. So if you want, like I said, you can't come in a group barefaced, plain, wearing some stuff that nobody wants to be seen in public with, who is, wealthy. You can't come in there as you are. You got to come in there as knowing what it takes to attract the type of man that you want, not what you like. What a man finds attractive is different from what a woman likes. Okay, it just is. Most of the stuff that women wear, men design. Did you know that? Men design the high heel, the bra, most of the fashion, because they know what they want to see. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think that you're going to be successful in attracting wealthy men if you're going against what they even find attractive? You know what I mean? So that's the kind of mentality I have to keep out of the group, because you're stuck in your ways and you think that it's going to work and you're going to be the exception to the rule. If you're the exception to the rule, you don't need the group. Okay? Or you don't need the channel. If you're the exception to every rule, then you don't need the channel or the advice. You just got it. You already know what to do. Someone says, I use your advice as a gay man and it works. Thank you. I'm glad it's working for you. So if you know you need to do something to improve your chances of finding the type of man you want, or to at least competing, then just go do it. Don't wait for somebody to go tell you to do it. You already know what to do. If you see the kind of girl he's looking at, and then you look at yourself and you don't look anywhere near it, then that's on you. You got to go change that. I can't help you unless you help yourself first. There's no magic trick that's going to get Rasputia a man, but he's attracted to Halle Berry. There's no trick, So the whole point is you got to compete. Well, everything is a competition, mostly. So I'm Rasputia, and I think I should get a man just being myself. Okay, well, hope maybe he'll be a blonde man. But, you want to get mad at people because you have not taken the time to improve upon yourself, And it's not my fault or anybody else's fault. That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, when you see, just think about this. You see a very sexy, tall businessman, clean cut, in a nice suit, smell good, look good, nice shoes, just walking. You want that. You're worshiping in that with your eyes. You're Googling it with your eyes, right? He knows he can pick any woman he wants. He knows he can get whatever he wants. He's confident in himself. He's not nervous. He knows he deserves whatever he asks for or gets, right? Same with a woman. You see a woman walking up in a place, beautiful, beautiful hair, nails, makeup, nice clothes, nice dress, smell good, nice heels or shoes or whatever she got on, boots, nice purse, smiling. Every man head will turn. Okay. You get some other girl walking in looking like Mother Earth and stuff like that. Yeah, people gonna look, but it's not for the same reason. Okay, they're gonna be like, oh, she's different. Some men might find her attractive, but most men will find the other woman attractive. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna have to wait for someone who is searching for that particular type of woman versus the type of woman that most men like. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what I'm just saying. You can't infuse your style if you're trying to be successful in a timely manner. You gotta either play the part, play the role, secure the bag, or wait and try to be the exception to the rule and waste time. For me, time is money, so I'm gonna get in and get out. Just like that after you married, okay? After it's too late. Mm-hmm. And no one tells people this. Like, I'm surprised that there's no other women telling women what they are supposed and what they already know that they're supposed to do. People care about feelings too much. Oh, well, I can't say that. They might get offended. Da 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 da. But if a man told you that, you'd get real offended and you'd be hurt. But a woman telling you this to help you in the future, I think it's good, because if no one tells you and you have to find out the hard way, then what? Then you're going to be even more angry and bitter. I'm just saying it straight up because everybody knows it's true. They just don't want to admit it. They just don't want to admit it for some reason. They don't want to admit that they need improvement. I need improvement. I'm not a perfect person. I work on myself daily, and I don't stop, and I don't make excuses for it. You know what I'm saying? So you should be doing the same thing. If you're not working on yourself daily and you're expecting to get the best out of life, then you got to be the best in life. Now, when I say this, I don't mean the best as far as the best looking or the richest or the best in career. I mean the best you can be, the best. Perfect something on yourself. Work on something that will make you stand out. If you have, normal, basic, average features, work on your body. If you have a okay body and beautiful facial features, work on your makeup. If you have beautiful hair, work on your hair. Accentuate what you have already. Don't try to fix stuff that you can't fix. Focus on your best trait. You know what I'm saying? This is usually what boosts people's confidence. Knowing that their best asset is almost perfected. Okay? This, like, you'll see a woman who's not that beautiful, but she has the best body in the room. Every man's gonna look at that. You see a woman who doesn't have the best body, but her face is flawless. Men are gonna look at that. And they go, "Wow, she's so beautiful." And it's not. We don't all have 100% of the perfect, features on every part of our body. Everybody has flaws, but you don't focus on those flaws. You focus on what's good that you can improve and make stand out. Mhm. So. Mhm. I'm trying. Some women don't know any better. Yeah. Yeah. Someone says, is that Michelle Obama? Yeah, like I'm dressed like this every day to go pick up kids from school and go to the grocery store. Yeah, my haters think that since I don't look fancy, that I'm not a good source to get information from because I'm not fancy, because I'm not fake balling like a lot of them are. You know, you might have this and that, but you living at grandma's. Okay. I have this and that and my own house, okay? So, I do have a husband, but I still had this and that before I had a husband. You know, um, I had a nice car. I had men buying me gifts still. Way back then, yes, I did. Um, I still live with my mom because she said that I should live there until I get married. And I said, you know what? I don't want to live here, but I will. I was never there anyway, because I was at James's house. But the whole point is, yes, I'm married, but you know, she's close to my age, y'all. So if she's upset that I can do something that she can't, even if I wasn't married to my husband, I would still live good. I would still live very well because you know that's how I've always lived, and nothing would have changed because my standards didn't change. You know what I mean? And a lot of people ask, well, how come you don't have friends? That's why my friends have to have exactly what I got or better. Okay, if I have friends, I can't be friends with anybody beneath me because they get too jealous and they might not think so at first, but then as you spend more time together, you'll start to see it. I don't have no more fake friends. Like I have already dealt with that in my early 20s and teens, and don't work out. So unless the woman that I hang out with have what I got or more, it ain't gonna work out. Just like the type of men I were attracted to. If they ain't got more than me, I can't deal with them because they're not gonna understand me. They're not gonna be able to keep up. They ain't gonna be go eat dinner where I want to eat. You know, I can't do all of that. So I'm just saying, you know, why would I be friends with certain people who are gonna secretly hate on me behind my back and not be able to do the stuff that I want to do because they baby daddy only paying $12 a month in child support. I can't hang around people like that because, and it's not because I don't see them as equal. It's because I know it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out because I like to go eat at nice places. I like to go shop. I like to do stuff on this level, okay? And it's not gonna. How we gonna hang out if you can't do the same thing? Okay, that's all I'm saying. So that's why I don't have a lot of friends. I hang out sometimes with my cousin and somebody else, and because we can go and do those things, you know. Otherwise, I can just stay at my house by myself or do stuff by myself. So, and a lot of people will say, "Oh my God, that is so rude and that is so wrong what you're saying." Doesn't make it any less true though. Okay, it might be wrong, it might be rude, but that's my truth. Okay, so it is what it is. And you know, once you stop caring what other people think, and you know what you want, and you have standards, you're gonna start attracting the very things that you deserve and want, because you're not afraid to admit it, talk about it, be about it. You know, if you still on the fence and trying to save face and trying to not to look like this type of person or that type of person because you're afraid people are going to judge you, then you're going to stay stuck like that in that limbo stage. You know, if you come with it and say, look, this is what I expect, this is what I want, I can't settle for nothing less, this is it, that's what people are going to come to you with. That's what they're going to present you with, the best. because that's how you treat yourself. And a lot of women don't know how to do this. You know, carry yourself like you deserve the world, and the world will be given to you. You know? Yes, women can't be humble these days. If you're humble, you're going to be treated like a footstool, a doormat, okay? That's how you're going to be treated. So, you can't be humble in this world. Because the only reason you should be humble is if you have something to gain. And it is acting. You can act humble, but don't be humble. There is a difference. Okay? I can act humble when I need something. I can act all day long, you know. Being humble and acting humble are two different things. So that's why I encourage women, you know, if you want something and you need to act a certain way, go ahead and do it if it's beneficial. But it doesn't mean you are that way. See, this is where the pick-me's get confused. They don't know how to act and how not to be. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that acting is different from being. So I try to tell them, but their mind is stuck. Yeah, someone's talking about Kendrick Lamar's song "Be Humble." I'm not, perhaps he's talking to himself because his ego is getting too big for himself, maybe. And he's basically talking to himself, I think. Um, and as far as women, it's different for men, you know what I mean? Men can get what they call a Napoleon complex, which is like what Kanye West had or has, and it can get out of hand, okay? If you don't act humble, okay? Now, the difference between like Jay-Z and Kanye, okay, Jay-Z already know he the best, okay? Uh, and as far as, between him and Kanye. Kanye has to constantly boast about it, talk about it, be about it, da da da, because secretly he's insecure. And the reason that Jay-Z doesn't go around saying that, except in his rap, is because he has to pretend to be humble so that he doesn't be perceived like Kanye. Okay? So it's just like you'll have the most successful people that will seem humble, but behind closed doors, they're like, I know I'm the best. Ain't nobody can compete with me. They talking they BS behind doors, not in the public eye. So they act humble, but they're not humble. Because if they were humble, they wouldn't be where they are. Yeah. Yes. And, like minds come together and they form a higher mind, and that's when you get more stuff done, bigger ideas, and more success. Okay, you got too many people who are not like-minded. They're not going to vibrate on that same frequency, and they're going to have to leave and go find other like minds, and that's what happens. That's why if you're not on that level of frequency of how you feel about yourself and how you think, you're not gonna fit in, and you're not gonna have the same frequency and ideas as these other people, because you're not there yet mentally. You got to prepare yourself to get there, and then you get there. That's what I'm saying. If you're not working on yourself every day, you're not going to understand people who are highly confident and not humble. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna come off as, full of themselves and this, and that. But when you get to that level, because you have worked on yourself, you've mentally prepared yourself, you have reprogrammed yourself, you're going to understand that this is why these people are getting stuff, because they know they deserve it, and they're vibrating on a frequency that says, I deserve this, I'm the best, I only deserve the best, don't come to me with no crap, because I'm going to slap it out your hand and turn around. You know what I'm saying? If you're afraid to be like that, then you deserve whatever you get. And that is one of the things, that is one of the techniques in business. Don't take what you don't want. That is one of the laws to success. Do not accept what you don't want, because you're working against yourself if you do. And why? Because first of all, you're lying to yourself. You're putting yourself last and accepting something that you don't even want, because you're trying to save the other person's feelings and not your own. You're supposed to be first. You're supposed to be happy with the choice that you made. You're supposed to be glad that you have made a decision, okay? And a lot of women don't do this. They take the crap that they don't want, and then they wonder why their life sucks, because they weren't supposed to accept that crap in the first place. They were supposed to say, bye, Felicia. No, I don't want that. No, that's not good enough. And most likely the man would have gone and done better, or another man would come along who could meet her standards. But if you accept the absolute worst, or the least, or the minimum, that's what you're going to keep getting. That's what you're going to keep getting. That's what you're going to keep attracting, because that's the frequency you're on. I don't deserve nothing. Give me the bare minimum. I'll take anything, because whatever. I don't care. I don't care because I'm not worth anything. That's what you're telling people. I saw this meme on Facebook, and there was like some cash laid out on a table, and some guy was asking, if you needed $200 and you asked your man for money, and you didn't tell him how much, you just said, I need some money, and he left $500 on the table, how much would you take? Them pickies was saying, I only take what I need. I would just take 100, and I'll find 100 somewhere else. I don't want my man to be broke. Just like in the satire pick me group. But this was a real post, and these were real pygmies. And I was like, I would have took all of it and then asked him for some more later, because and the lady was like, ooh, that's so like why would you do that? I was like, because I want him to understand that I expect more out of life, and he put it down there. Obviously he had it, so I took it. I'm not taking the bare minimum so he can give me the bare minimum next time. I'm taking the most so he could, and then I'm gonna ask him for some more. Well, I needed more than 500. Even if I needed 200, I'm getting 700. Why? Because that sets the standard. Next time when you say you need some money, he gonna put 1,000. Now you would have took the 200. Next time you ask for money, he gonna put 200. Now who's the fool? You know what I'm saying? So don't consider a man. Okay, they're a man. They good. They got it. They're a man. Okay, consider yourself. All right. If they ask you what you need, you tell them. Don't think about them. I don't want them to be broke, or I don't want them to think that this is. What do you need? What do you want? That's what you tell them. Because they're asking you. Don't be sitting up here trying to figure out how you can get the least out of them, because you want to make a good impression on them, on how basic and low standard you are. No, get the most. Get the most, and you'll be given the most. Ask for the most, and you'll be given the most. Like, ask for the least, you'll be given the least. I'm asking for more than what I need every time I ask for something. That's how you should do it, because that's how they do it when you sell something. They put that car price up there super high, knowing some fool is gonna pay for it, or what they really need is 10,000 less, but if they put it 10,000 high, they can make more profit at the same time. And if you come to the middle, you're still getting paid. You know what I'm saying? You didn't lose, and you still got what you wanted plus more. Now, this is a technique that business use, and women are sitting here saying, well, I can't do that. And they sit there and go to work every day and do the same technique on other people getting their money, but they can't do it where it counts. You know what I'm saying? If you take your business technique and apply it to your personal life, you will be highly successful. You know? So if y'all have problems with, making phone calls, doing bill collections and stuff like that, then you should have a problem with your man sitting on your couch, not paying no bills. Okay? If you go to work every day and sell stuff and upsell stuff and ask him if you want fries with that, and you come home to your man and take the bare minimum, and you're not applying the sales technique to your relationship, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So if you're, if you're going to work every day, doing the most for, this, and that, and then go home and take the least, it's not smart. So my is approach. A lot of women are successful because I use it like a business approach. I asked the man for 500 so I could get my hair done, and it only cost $80. See, now you can go get an outfit and some shoes. Okay. um. Mhm. Are there men who like muscular women? Those muscular bodybuilder types, they do. Like, cause y'all can work out together, y'all can drink smoothies together, and eat high protein stuff together. You have to be in that similar lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? But the average man, they don't really go for it. So that's what I'm saying. The average man doesn't really like it. It takes a special man who admires that type of physique. Mhm. Thank you. Okay. Someone says, how do you go from dumb to clever? Strategy, thinking, figuring stuff out, leaving out the morals. Mm. Okay. Why, thank you. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. And the funny thing is, people say, "Oh, I wish I had someone like you in my life growing up." And da-da-da. Most people in real life don't listen to people like me because, first of all, if I see like they'll think I'm jealous and I want they broke man, so they ain't gonna listen. Second, they think that I think I know too much and I don't know everything and I don't know about this true love connection that they got. I'm like, okay, I don't help people in person. Why? Because they don't want advice, and if unless they come and ask me, can you help me? I don't give out free information, unsolicited information in person. You know why? Because people find it offensive and they think they're right. And when you're in love with somebody, you can't tell, you can't say nothing bad about that person. Okay? Because they're basically brainwashed and, mental at that point. When you're in love with somebody, you're actually on a level of insanity. Did you know that? That's why when people kill in crimes of passion, it's a different type of charge because you're temporarily insane. So when you're deep in, like when I do consultations for women or readings and these women are deeply in love or deeply obsessed, I tell them I can't help you until you get over this food. So, or realize that this person is wrong. Your love for them is blinding you from your own sanity and the love for yourself and the love for your children. um, I get a lot of women who have said this to me, and I'm not gonna say any names, but a lot of women will say, I made a mistake and had baby with the wrong man, and now I hate my life and I don't want it. I want to give away my kids, and I want to move, and I want to go and do this, and that. I'm like, well, first of all, you already made the choice to have the baby. I mean, you could have had an abortion. The second, you didn't want the baby because the man didn't want you. So that was your mistake. It's not the baby's fault. You know, you already knew. Why didn't you say no, I'm not having your baby unless you marry me, you know? You can't you can't put the blame on everybody else. You made the mistake. And yes, we have free will. And if that's what you want to do, then great. You don't need my permission to do it. You can go and do it without telling anybody. In fact, I wouldn't tell anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because then, you know, it's like you're asking for permission. You don't need permission to do what you need to do. Now, morally, most people would disagree with you and say you need to take care of that baby and stuff like that. But think about this. Are you going to make the same exact mistake again because you have not bettered yourself? That's the whole point. People don't better themselves in between their mistakes, and they end up making the same mistake over and over and over because they didn't even learn from the first one. Oh, this one's going to be different. But you're doing the same thing. So how's it going to be different? So the point I'm making is, if you don't change yourself, your life ain't going to change either. You know? So someone says, would you advise someone trying to look classy to wear knockoff designer clothes? Hey, if that's all you can afford, that's fine with me, but I don't think you need them. You know what I'm saying? I can look good without designers. The whole reason I'm wearing this is because a lot of haters are saying, well, she don't look fancy. Why is she telling everybody that she has a good lifestyle and, you know, she has all this money and stuff like that, but she don't look fancy and she just wears regular clothes? Because why would I look fancy going to pick up kids from school, making school lunches, going to the grocery store? Okay, I'm a suburban housewife. I don't have to dress fancy. You know, I might wear some fancy lounge around clothes, like, you know, pink Victoria's Secrets or, you know, whatever. But I don't need to look fancy. I've already got my lifestyle. I already got my husband. My life is set, you know. I can wear rags if I want, you know. But I'm just doing this to be facetious and, you know, show off all my gear. Like I'm doing this to be facetious because um people like to talk, but they don't. I'm not finna show off all my stuff to make them feel like I'm credible. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't mean anything. Um, and plus, it's not something that I wear all the time. I don't wear this type of stuff all the time. If there's a special occasion, if I'm going somewhere super fancy or where everybody else is dressed like this, yeah, I'm gonna put it on. But I don't walk around like this all the time every day. You know, I barely use my designer purses. You know, so you know the whole point is I don't need it to feel important or fancy or like I got something. I can go to the store and buy whatever I want. Okay, I can go to the car lot and get what I want. I could go, you know, I can go anywhere and get what I want. I don't have to look at my bank account. I ain't got to check my statement. I just go buy it. Why? Because I have it. When you have everything, you don't want to keep going and get more. You know what I'm saying? When you have everything, you get mad because you can't even go shop no more because there ain't nothing else you want. You got it all. Or you don't have nowhere to wear it because you have a routine and that's what you do and that's what you enjoy. So for me, I'm like, what can I buy next? I shop online. None of that is, you know, I don't need any of it anymore. You know, I have everything I want. The only thing I kind of really do splurge on is makeup and wigs because I'm sitting in front of the camera all day. So I splurge on something that I use on a daily or weekly basis. Y'all can't see my shoes. You know, the housewives around where I live don't care what kind of shoes I wear. So why should I splurge on shoes? You know what I'm saying? Um, so that's the point. I don't spend reckless money, but I can go buy whatever I want, believe me. And more. Like I could buy, I have stuff that I haven't even used yet, you guys. I'm just going to give it away for Christmas presents. So I don't have to go Christmas shopping. That's how, and I realize, you know, I shop a lot. I used to shop more and I don't need anything. You know, I could go and just drop 5 grand on a purse if I wanted to. But who gonna see it? The grocery store checkout dude? I can't wear it on camera, you know? They're gonna be like, hold on, let me show you. I'm gonna be like, hi, Shira Seven, how are you? Okay, we're gonna talk today. We're gonna talk like that's just silly. What? I got it, but I can't. Where am I gonna use it? The grocery store dude don't know what that is. The only person that's gonna be impressed with those purses are other women. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have no other women friends except for one. So what am I gonna do? Okay. Oh, the gay dude at Starbucks loves it though. Like every time I go to Starbucks, he sees, oh, I love your Chanel, I love your Gucci, da 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 da. I'm like, oh, thank you. That's it. Gay guys like my stuff, and women like my stuff. And I really don't even go too many places for them to give me compliments. So I'm always at home. You know. I did. You know what? I was at the mall and I saw this gay guy. He had a Chanel purse too. I was like, oh, I like your purse. And he's like, oh, thank you, honey. So, yeah. So, best age to get married? I say it just depends. Like, how long you been out there? How long you been dating? If you've been dating and have had a couple of serious relationships, then I say don't get married until you're at least 27 and up. Because you're not gonna. Actually, they say your brain isn't even fully developed until you're 25. So I say wait till you're 27 and up to get married, because you never know. You might be missing out on a lot of stuff. You might not have experienced enough. You might not know the person long enough. I say, and then and don't have kids until a year or two after you get married. Don't hop right into motherhood. Because you need that time to bond with your husband and have fun, go on trips, and save up money and do stuff. Don't get married and then go have a baby right away. Okay? Because if you do, you'll regret it. Your relationship won't evolve like it should, and you're going to have problems. Okay? So make sure you follow, most people will tell you the same thing. Don't get married until after you're a certain age, and don't have no baby right away. So that's just most people will tell, because they probably did it and they said, well, I should have waited. But I had a baby a year after I got married. I got married at 27 or 26, 27 or 26, and I dated James for 4 years. So we knew each other. We already lived together. Then we got married, and then a year later we had a baby. So we had already been together for so long. Anyway, it was like we were married. But I ain't doing the laundry, and I wasn't cooking, and I still don't do it. Because I already told him, like, I had my standards already. Because I told James, like, look, I'm not a housekeeper. Don't marry me to do no domestic duty now, okay? If I feel like it, I'll do it. If I don't, I ain't doing it. Like, okay. Okay. And I don't make videos about using the average guy, or taking advantage of guys. My videos are about, the guys that have it, they don't mind spending it, basically. It's not a scam. It's not being mean. It's not doing this if you can afford it. You know what I mean? It's just like, um, it's just not. Because if you're trying to buy a car, you know what you can afford and what you can't afford, right? You're not going to take yourself to the Bentley dealership and you can only afford a Hyundai. You ain't going to do it, okay? So what we have here are people who, with Hyundai money, coming over to the Bentley dealership, telling them their prices is too high. Look, these prices ain't for you, okay? So the Hyundai man. Sorry if anybody drives a Hyundai. My first car was a Hyundai. Okay. Um, Shout out to Hyundai. Um, so I'm just using them because they're price. Okay. We could say Kia, Hyundai, whatever. Y'all know. But a lower price vehicle, you know, the person who has that type of money, of course, is going to be offended at someone who says, I want a Bentley. You can't afford to buy me this car that I want. So I can't deal with you, you know. Um, don't get mad at them. That's just what they want. Just like men, you know, they'll tell you straight up they don't like a certain type of woman, you know. And for women, it's different, you know. When men go for looks, women go for finance. That's just it, you know. A woman don't care what you look like most of the time if she's mature, you know, and if she is focused on lifestyle versus looks, you know. So if a grown woman who understands, you know, that marriage should increase you, is not going for looks. They're going for finance and lifestyle. Because otherwise, why get married if you're not gonna live a better life? You might live a life, you know, with someone who you find attractive and, you know, have fun with, but how long does that last? You know, how long does that honeymoon phase last? In a couple of years, you're going to be burnt out of it. He's just going to be a normal person to you because you see him every day. So what are you going to get out of it? You're going to have to drag yourself to work every day, work hard, split the bills, you know, do this and that. But if you had married for lifestyle, you wouldn't have to do none of that. You could enjoy your life, basically. So that's what I'm saying. Some people don't understand that a lot of women don't want to marry for any other reason than lifestyle. They don't want to date for any other reason than lifestyle. Because I think The Weeknd said it the best in his song, 6 feet under. Yeah. He says something about she not looking to fall in love or something like that because it's too hard to find, so she goes for the money. To find someone who you're truly in love with, who will do anything for you, put you on a pedestal, won't cheat on you, be 100% faithful to you, is very rare. You ain't gonna find that ever. Ever. You're not gonna find a perfect romantic partner that's going to give you your every need and give you the Prince Charming fairy tale life. So don't invest your feelings into that. You know, you're gonna waste a lot of time seeing, but that's not gonna happen. You know, if it happens, great. It's very rare, but it doesn't happen to everybody. But what you can make happen is choose a financially successful or stable. And when I say stable, I mean you can take care of everything person. Okay. Now, a lot of men don't understand when I say financially stable. I mean, can you fully take care of your woman? And if she has a baby, can you take care of that too? Can you fully support without her working? That's stable. That's a stable man. Okay? If you're unable to do that, you are not financially stable enough to be a husband. Financially abundant and financially successful means your wife can go out and shop and splurge and not have to worry about checking the bank accounts. Okay? So that's what I'm teaching, you know. Why do something that you don't want to do? Why accept a lifestyle that you don't even want? That's what I'm saying. You know, when you marry somebody, you marry their lifestyle. Even if you're marrying for love, you're marrying their lifestyle still. Okay? So just remember that. You're not marrying the person, you're marrying their lifestyle. So remember that. If you marry for love, look at their lifestyle as well. So you're marrying for love and a certain lifestyle. A mediocre lifestyle, you know. Are you willing to be happy with that? Or are you going to stumble across these videos years later and figure, well, I really didn't want the lifestyle I'm in. And now I'm going to change everything and start nagging my man or my husband that he needs to do better. But when y'all got married, y'all agreed to that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Some people outgrow each other. You know, women will outgrow the men most likely. Some men outgrow the women, and that's when they divorce. You know, they say women who are, women who marry for lifestyle stay married longer than women who marry for love. Okay, why? Because the women who married for love, they don't stay because love wasn't enough, or the men don't stay because love wasn't enough. That's why you marry for more than just love. You marry for lifestyle. And if you get love, you can always fall in love, you know. But if you're only marrying for love, you need to think about that. A lot of the women say, "Oh, I love him. We have a connection. He got 8 baby mamas, 3 kids, 5 kids that live with us. I got to take care of all of them, but we love each other." Okay? Um, do you love yourself? No. Okay? I don't love anybody who come with that much baggage. Okay, I'm sorry. You got all of that. I'm gonna love you from a distance. I will write you. I will email you. I will send you some pictures with some hearts on it. But we ain't finna get married. Okay? Um, you will be my true love and connection forever over there. But I'm gonna marry somebody that can do something for me and our future generation. I ain't finna marry you because you look good in some shorts or some underwear or something like that. I don't care about that. So the whole point is a lot of these pick me chicks, they're set on the wrong intentions. They're trying to attract men for the wrong reason. And that's why their lives are not as good as other people's lives, because they've been programmed to accept the worst. When do you start getting into serious relationships? When that man can fully take care of you. Okay? That's when I got into a serious relationship. If he like or if you're really into that person and your life has become better because of dating them, then you get into a serious relationship. But if it's only been going downhill and he's not living up to your expectation of the type of man you want to actually marry, then don't waste your time with it. But if he has potential, not potential financially, but potential as a husband, because if you're dating him, he should already be the type of man that you want to marry in his financial, area. So if he's good financially and you start dating and you date seriously, um, I would look for things that is he going to make a good father? Is he going to make a good husband? Does he lie a lot? Is he going to be gone a lot? If his job needs him to move, are you willing to move? You got to have all this discussion before you decide to have a serious relationship. Like if somebody gets a promotion and he has to move across the state, is he going to take you with him? You know what I'm saying? Is he going to pay for you? So before you get serious about anybody, make sure they can pay for you. Okay? Otherwise, you don't need to be serious about them because they're not serious about you. Think about it. If a man really loved you and you needed him to help you and pay all your bills, and if he got a promotion out of state, that he would move you with him and take care of you, he would do that if he really loved you. But if he didn't really love you, oh baby, I got a new job, I got to move out of state. We'll have a long distance relationship, which means really we're breaking up until you can't, until I find another woman. Then I'm gonna just let you know, it's over. So y'all stuck in long distance relationship. You over here being faithful. He out looking for another woman because he's not as into you as you are to him. So make sure if you have a man, he's moving you and taking care of you too. Someone says, I married for love and it messed my life up. Yep. Don't ever marry for love only. You know, that's an added bonus, but they got to have something to offer you and to improve your life. Otherwise, why do you get married? Why can't you just date? Mm-hmm. 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 Someone says 18 years is your prime. Get money. Yep, sure was. Um, yeah, anyway, so yeah, whenever the pick-me's get mad at me, they always try to harp on how I'm not living the lifestyle that I say I am, and I don't got as much as I said. I never said I was rich. I said I live a good life. I got a nice house. I live in the suburbs. Okay, I'm not rich. Okay. Um, I'm not rich, but I got everything I want, and I can go buy everything I need if I want it. But I'm not rich. If I were rich, this is you know what I'd be doing if I was rich? I would be on my yacht. I would be, what would I be doing? I would be getting fitted for very nice designer clothes to have them custom made. What else would I be doing? Doing things that really don't matter. That's what I'd be doing. I wouldn't be on this channel. I sure would. And y'all would still be pick-me's or in bad relationships or dating lower class men. Okay? Because I would be too rich to be bothered. That's sad, ain't it? But at least it's honest. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you got to start off from somewhere. You know, I could be rich in the next few years. I could get rich. You know, I'm only 38. I still got time to get rich, you know. And because this is my passion, and when I do get rich, I'll probably continue to do it. But if I was already rich, why would I even get on this camera? Okay. Right. So, no, I'm not rich, but I don't live with my grandma either. And I have been on a yacht. And I have got to spend money from of a man who will buy me whatever I want. And I'm not afraid to tell him that I deserve it, and he better keep it coming either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I know what I want. Okay. If you don't demand certain things, you're not gonna get it. Now, I keep telling y'all can't demand stuff looking ratchet. Mm-mm. If you're going to say I deserve something and I demand it and this is what I want or I don't want anything at all, you can't come in there looking bad. Okay? You can't come in there looking busted. You can't come in there looking basic. And when I say that, you need to be able to compete with the next woman who can get what she wants just by asking. So for the newbies who are coming in and trying to apply these techniques, go get your hair, makeup, nails done, put on a nice outfit, look your best, look the best you ever looked in your life, and then ask for what you want, okay? Because some of y'all think the bare minimum is your best, and it's not, okay? You go out and dress up really nice. If I go out like this, I'm going to get really good treatment. You know what? People are going to open the door for me. They're going to smile. They're going to offer me complimentary things. They're going to suck up to me if I go into the store. You get treated exactly how you look, okay? So look your best every time you want to be treated good, okay? Every time you want to be treated good, go look your best. I see women going to the store shopping all the time, and they look their absolute worst. And then I see some looking their absolute best, and you see the difference in between how an employee will treat them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people think, oh, it's because it's racial and this and that. Well, you know, you can take someone who is not black and just dress them up in some trashy clothes, and then take a fancy person, you know, with all these like really nice jewelry and nice clothes and well put together. It doesn't matter what color you are. The salespeople are going to rush to the people that look successful and well put together versus, the trashy person. So that's how you're going to get treated. So if you're coming out looking trashy and not your absolute best and just threw some crap together and you feel like some guy should spend money on you or give you what you want, why should he? You don't even take care of yourself enough to be that demanding for him. Take care of yourself first. Make yourself look like that's what you're used to, and that's what you're gonna get. If you come in there, mispronouncing stuff that you want, they gonna know you ain't never had it before. Okay. So a lot of you girls said, well, what about college? Don't mess with no college guys. They broke. Okay. Date older guys that can actually help pay for your tuition or your books. What's a college guy gonna do for you besides keep you company in your dorm room? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm reading some of these things. Shira, check out Shira video. I see millionaires wherever I go. Yeah, that's a good video. There's this like nice restaurant down the street. If I go sit up there at lunchtime, it's just a bunch of old guys with money. That's all that sits there. They'll offer to buy your food, your drinks, whatever. If you look attractive, they'll try to spark up a conversation with you. Hey, how are you today? Oh, such and such and such and such. Oh, what are you drinking there? Oh, that sounds good. I'm gonna get one too. You want another one? That's how they put it in there. But if you're looking busted, they're not even gonna talk to you. You can have they're not even gonna look at you. They're gonna turn around and to the door and see what else walks in. Okay, so that's why I said you gotta look good wherever you go if you want special treatment. Okay, it is about looks in this world. I don't care who told you otherwise. It is. Okay, and you don't have to be the most beautiful woman. You just have to look like you care about yourself. Okay, you gotta look like you care about yourself. You can have an ugly, busted woman walking in, but she got on, her face, her hair, her nice clothes, and she's put herself together the best she could, and she's still gonna get that free drink. You know what I'm saying? Because she looks like she expects it, deserves it, and that she likes herself and takes care of herself, and has self-respect. So she's going to attract that as well. So that's what I'm saying. But if you walk around looking your absolute worst, you ain't gonna get nothing. So, nice bars and nice restaurants is where most single guys eat that have money, because they're not going to McDonald's. They ain't going to Applebee's. They going to get some real food at, gourmet food at a nice restaurant where they can sit at a bar with their friends, drink, see what walks through the door, talk with the bartender. Okay, that's what they're going to do. And that's where most women can meet men with money, and that's where most women can go for free lunch and free drinks. I remember when I was young, me and my friend would be like, hey, you want to go eat lunch? Yeah, let's go eat lunch. Okay, it's going to be free if we go here, right? Because somebody going to pay for it. So we would just go out every day and get free lunch at really nice restaurants. People would take care of our tab just because we look good, And that's just how it was, If you have that confidence and you go out every day knowing you're going to get some free lunch or a free drink, you will, especially if you know a place where, the guys do that a lot. Can you find perfume dupes? They don't smell it like, I'm not talking about perfume. You can get free samples of perfume at the counter of any department store. Look, I got like a bunch of them. Look, free. You can even go to Sephora, and they'll give you a free sample, and it lasts you like 3-4 weeks. I got all these free samples. You don't have to be rich to smell good. I mean, I got the big bottles, but I like samples too. Go get samples. You don't need knockoffs. Just go to 5 different department stores and get a sample from every perfume counter. Go to Sephora, get you some perfume samples. And you don't have to wear knockoff perfume because that stuff stink. You're going to smell like the Dollar Tree. That smells good. Which one is this one? Versace Eros. This kind of smells good. It's a good daytime scent. I like it. Yep. If you go into someone said they went to Ulta and sprayed perfume on before a date. That's a good idea. Just everywhere, every time you go to the mall, stock up on perfume samples. Okay, then you'll have enough, and you won't even have to buy it. Or you could tell your date, look, I really, tell him to bring you a gift. And if he says, what do you like? Say perfume. He ain't gonna bring you no Dollar Tree perfume if you want it second date. The one perfume that every man always asks me about, I'm gonna tell you. Every time I wear this, what are you wearing? Oh my God. Tom Ford Black Orchid. They love this. I don't know why, but I have had people stop me. Men, what are you wearing? I want to buy it for my wife. What are you wearing? This is my absolute favorite perfume besides my own. Actually, I kind of modeled my own scent after the Tom Ford, so it's very similar. But Tom Ford by far is one of the most seductive scents, the Black Orchid, that I've smelled and that men have responded to. That was Tom Ford Black Orchid, and you can buy this in like Ulta, Sephora, any department store. You can get a free sample of this, but it's very different, and it has an oud base too. That's why. So yeah, it's really good. Tom Ford Black Orchid. But make sure you smell it before you buy it, because some women are different. Okay, I like dark, seductive smells. Some women like floral, happy, sweet smells. I like the dark, seductive smells because men respond to it. Okay, so if you're a woman and you don't like those dark, seductive smells, and men like it, you gotta start wearing it. Okay. Ooh, I don't like the way that smells, but men like it, so spray it on. So that's what I'm saying. This is how a lot of women get stuck. They like what they like, and they don't pay attention or care what the men like, but they expect the men to spend money on them and buy them stuff that the man won't even like. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I took James to buy me some orthopedic shoes, and they were like $70 or $100, he's gonna say no. But if I took him to buy me some heels that was $100 to $200, he'll buy them because he like them and he want to walk in them, But he ain't gonna buy me no orthopedic shoes for that much or less because he don't like them. That's what I'm saying. So remember, if a man likes something, and even if you don't like it, go with it, because it's going to keep them giving to you, in other ways. So, if you like floral, girly, scents, but men respond to dark, sensual smells, then start wearing dark, sensual smells. Then when he's not with you, wear the other stuff. Yeah, smell is a very big part of seduction. So make sure you always smell good. And also, it's a frequency, you know, it surrounds you. And when you walk away or when you walk by someone and you don't say a word and they weren't even looking, when they smell you, they gonna turn around and look over and be like, what was that? Then they'll see you and then everything else falls in place, you know? So you gotta have your smell good too, you know? That's what I'm saying. Get some nice perfume. Don't go get no knockoff because that smells like alcohol. Go get some really good perfume. You can get samples for free. You know, a lot of thrift shops, like a lot of fancy thrift shops, will have like half bottles of really nice perfume you can go buy. I don't know, but you could probably buy some on those shops like tradesies and stuff like that that bought perfume and some they didn't like it and so they're just reselling it online if you don't have a lot of money. But like I said, you can get tons of free samples. hmm Did you make a video about what you will wear? I say look classy, but also look sexy. You know what I'm saying? Don't look like you just walked out of a business meeting. Look like you just walked out of a business meeting, but you know, not don't look like you just walked out of a business meeting. Look like you dressed up to look like you were going to a business meeting, and under what you have on is a sexy outfit. Like, for example, if you're wearing like this little cute tie trench like this, have on a fitted, tight, you know, knee length dress and maybe show a little bit of cleavage, but don't come out like, you know, the models on Fashion Nova and just have everything exposed. You know, do one sexy piece paired with a classy piece, or do a sexy classy piece like a fitted knee length dress that shows a little bit of cleavage, or you know, a short dress that's covered up but you can see some legs, but it's not a trashy look. You know what I'm saying? You could wear it to a cocktail party, to a nice restaurant, blah 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 blah. You know, don't go full trashy if you want the respect to come with it. You know, if you come in there full trashy, the guy's gonna just think, you know, okay, well I can get sex out of her quick. If you come in there half classy, they're gonna slow their roll. You know, like, well, she looks like she has a good head on her shoulders, and she doesn't rush into sex. She has on classy, nice clothes. So you know, let me wait to say something. You know. So 9 times out of 10, if you're being approached with sex first and foremost, it's because you look trashy. Um, you know, if they want to get to know you and talk to you, and you know really see what you're about, it's because you're dressed respectful in their mind. It's not only on sex. You know. Um, if they're bored with you, it's because you got too much covered up and you look like you ain't gonna do nothing no time soon. So you gotta have like a in between. Do men like boobs or face more? It just depends. Okay. It all depends. Everybody has their own different taste, but I feel like most men like boobs, but if your face is ugly, it's not gonna be enough. Or if you don't, you know, if you're too plain up here, it's not gonna be enough. So do both, you know. Pump it up, put some makeup on. Mm. I was dating a guy who was obsessed with smell. I thought it was odd. I noticed. Make sure you pair your moisture. Oh yeah, I'm a smell person. Like I'm into smell. Really, like I'm obsessed with smell. That's why I always got perfume, ouds, lotions, everything. Like I got like 3 lotions in my purse right now, different smells. I'm obsessed with smells, and I have a very sensitive nose. Like if somebody didn't take a bath, I can smell them. If somebody didn't wear deodorant, I can smell them across the room. My nose is super sensitive. If somebody ate garlic or Thai food, I can tell what they ate for lunch if they talk to me. I'm like, did you eat Thai food for lunch? How did you know? I smelled the lemongrass on your breath. I smell that curry. But it's not Chinese curry. It's a Thai curry. It's a red one. Yep. With some lemongrass. I have this smell, and that's why I always got on incense, candles, perfumes. I like when I smell makeup. When I do makeup reviews, I smell the product first because I'm really into smells. Mhm. My all like I have to buy the Bath and Body Works wall plug-ins because they smell better than like the grocery store brands like Glade and stuff. I, yeah, I'm like I never realized I was so much into smells until recently this year. I looked at all my perfumes. I got like top of the line candles, top of the line air freshener. And I'm like, I must really be into smells because I will buy cheap toilet paper, but top of the line candles. Hmm. So yeah, so this video was basically about addressing some haters that say, oh, I need to show you guys that I really live the lifestyle that I talk about and stuff like that. In order for me to, for me to be looked up to and listened to by people. Um, so I had to pull out the name brands and fake floss for y'all because obviously I'm not credible unless I do. Okay. So, oh gosh. Anyway, it's almost time for lunch. What we gonna eat? I'm already dressed. I should go hang out at the bar and get free lunch, huh? Mm-hmm. Someone says labels look tacky. Look at that. Yes, if I got on camera like this every day, talking about, all y'all would say, ooh, she always just trying to show off her stuff. Ooh, look, it's probably fake. So why would I do it? They gonna have something to say no matter what. That's all I'm saying. I could put on the fanciest clothes. They gonna have something to say about that. She thinks she all that. Why she always gotta wear name brand clothes? She must be insecure. Or, oh, she always got on name brand stuff, showing stuff off. Or, oh, she don't look like she got nothing because she don't dress fancy. Or, oh, she don't live the nice lifestyle says she does anyway. Whenever I see them outside, they're around uh, normal or trashy cars. Okay, well, those ain't my cars. Um, oh, well, look at her background. Looks like she lives in an apartment. Well, that's because this is one room with a bunch of stuff in it, and it's my office, and it's not my house. This is some people's whole apartment, this room. So I understand. But what I'm saying is, they gonna hate on you no matter what. And you can't care what they think. Because if you do, you gonna stop what you doing to worry about what they're saying, and you're not gonna get where you're supposed to be going. So I don't feel like it even matters what I wear. I'm talking to you guys on camera, giving y'all, advice or whatever I need to talk about that day. And that's all it should be. I shouldn't have to sit up here and show you guys every piece of designer thing that I have on for you to listen to me. You know? That's what those men do to y'all. They be out there in designer clothes and living with their mama. But that's what you respond to. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you end up having a baby but ain't too busy buying designer clothes and your baby ain't got no food. Okay. Well, that's what you like. That's what you like. So guess what? That's what you're going to say is important? Great. If that's important to you, I wore it for you. There you go. You got a $1,000, $2,000 purse, and you got your baby in, um, you know, I don't even talk about nobody's kids, but I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You can't judge people by what they wear because you don't know what they got in their account. Okay? I bet you most of the people who hate on people about their appearance, let's compare their bank accounts and see what they look like, because one is going to be sad. One is going to be very low, or it could probably be negative. Okay? How much how much do most of you guys, like, who are hating, having your savings? You know? That's all I'm saying. And when people brag about their savings, like, I always see people bragging about their savings. They probably have like $8,000 in it. And if you ain't got, what? If you don't have, what does it say? If you don't have 5 to 6 figures in your bank account, I don't need. You know what? You have no reason to hate on anybody. That's your goal. You know, some people will spend money on a bunch of junk just to look like they rich, but they really broke. You know, when it comes down to it, they don't have nothing in their bank accounts. Hmm. They have negative funds. Okay. Um, but they got a nice car, and they got a nice, you know, outfit and a nice purse, but they don't have anything in their savings or their bank accounts. They live paycheck to paycheck, and then when they lose their job, they don't have nothing. You know, so for me to look a certain way means nothing. You know, uh, if I wanted to, there's some YouTubers out there, and they floss, and they show all their, like, expensive stuff, and like 2 weeks later, you realize their house was robbed. I'm not gonna show everybody my stuff. That's for me to wear when I want to wear it. Those are my luxury items that I wear when I go to a place that I want to feel luxurious when I walk up in there. It's not for this camera and stuff like that. That's when I want to show my status and walk in a place like, how you doing? It's not for YouTube videos. So, right, all the men who are upset, they always saying, "Oh, you don't look like you got no money, and your husband must not be making as much as he says he is," and da da da. Well, oh well, that's what you think. Mhm. So, why y'all assume putting makeup on and wigs getting doll up? What? That's an incomplete statement. I forgot to finish the sentence. Mhm. Yeah. So most of the people understand where I'm coming from, and they don't expect me to come on the screen every day looking like my outfit is $5,000. They don't expect that. They don't expect me coming up here wearing Burberry, Louis Vuitton, and Chanel every day. I'm a normal person. I'm a normal person, and I'm married well. I'm well taken care of. I don't work. I have 2 children. I'm a housewife. I'm a YouTuber, and among other things. So my my position in the world does not require me to dress fancy. But like I said, I can go and purchase anything I like right now. I could go to any of the top stores, designer stores, and buy whatever I want in that store. You know what I mean? So, but I don't, because I already have a bunch of, I have some Chanel purses, some Gucci's, some Louis Vuitton, and stuff like that. And to me, after like wearing it for a week, it's just a purse. That's all it is, a purse. It's a nice purse. It's worth a lot of money. But after a week, the novelty wears off. You know what I'm saying? So I put that money in my account. And my account is large. And I feel like even the purses that I have, I could sell them and get paid, you know. They keep their value. So I'm not purchasing crap when I do purchase stuff. Those items keep their value. You know, they're an investment as well. So, you know, if you're going to buy purses, you know, buy a few nice ones, whatever, that are investment pieces, and then save the rest. You know, you don't have to keep proving to the world that you're somebody. If you don't know it, then they don't either, you know. Yeah. How would you apply these tactics at an office? Even if I want a husband, if my husband can't take care of me, I would rather get money on my own. I don't even want a husband if my husband. Yeah, I had to read that twice because I didn't understand it at first. Yeah, if you're gonna get married to someone and they can't take care of you, you might as well stay single. You know, because all that's gonna happen is he's gonna ask you to help him. So you might as well stay single. Oh, y'all, my daughter's getting me sick. She go to school with all them Jeremy kids. Uh, y'all know Don John always come on here trolling. He's like the community troll. This is the highlight of his day. Don't take it away from him. How much do you think I can get without sex? You can get more when you don't have sex. That's what most women don't realize. You could get more out of a man if you never have sex with him. The women who give in too quick, they always get ghosted or dumped. The more a man invests in you, the longer he will wait. You know, but you gotta promise him. You know, oh, I can't wait. You know, on my last video, I said plant pictures in his mind of what's going to happen in the future. So, you know, just keep him interested, basically. Promise him things in the future that you might not ever do. Just keep his mind in the right place, you know. And just pretend you're a really good girl. Like, I don't get sexually involved with people unless I really know them. I know they're invested in me. And our chemistry is right. And I feel attracted to them because I've gotten to know them. Then I will unleash so much passion on this person and just give my entire self to them. You know, they're going to wait. Even if it never happens, it's the thought and the promise of sex that gets you money or gets you gifts or gets you better treatment, you know. And after they've invested so much in you, they're not going to give up because they put an investment. They're going to keep trying and you're going to keep getting. And then finally, if you ever decide to sleep with them, it's going to be the best night of their life. And afterwards, they're less likely to dump you because they have invested so much. And so they're going to say, well, I don't need to keep this investment. You know, I need to keep this lady because I've given her like all this stuff. And if I dump her, I lose. And she won. So you make them invest in you for a long time, you know. And you don't get upset if they're seeing other women on the side, because it's, until they get you, they still want you. You know what I'm saying? Until they get you, they're gonna actively pursue you and buy you stuff. So this is a mistake a lot of women use. They're dating someone, but they're not gonna give it up to them. But the man is giving the money, and they suspect the man might be dating someone else. You don't get mad at that, because you're not giving him any sex. That woman is probably giving him free sex, and so that you don't have to. Okay, so thank her. And then when you are ready to give it up, he's gonna dump everything else, because now he feels like he only is gonna get it from you, and he don't have to spend money on these cheap dates anymore, and he can just focus it all on you. And if he doesn't dump the chick and he just wants to have one or two, you know, then remember, you have that same option to have one or two. But a lot of these women keep getting mad because they're not having sex, but then they think their date is dating someone else. Let them do that. Okay, they're a man. They're gonna get sex regardless. They ain't gonna wait for you, but they're going to invest in you so they can get what they're after eventually. Oh, okay, that's great. Somebody said they got a sugar daddy. That's great. Congratulations. Yeah, my lipstick is coming out. Okay. Mm, really. What if the woman gets pregnant? She should have been using protection. Duh. If she gets pregnant, hopefully he got some money, because that means a lot of money for her. Hmm. Where is a casual place to find rich men? A golf course, a tennis club, but you got to be members to get up in there. Driving ranges. You don't have to be a member to go to a driving range. Top Golf is a good place, but everybody can get in there. Try, I think they're called shooting ranges or driving ranges, where they practice golf, practice hitting the ball. It's casual, but you got to be in the golf. Sometimes they have a little bar, or where they go have a drink after the golf. Yeah, you can sit there. It's kind of casual. If you live by the ocean, yacht clubs, arena, like marina bars and stuff like that, where people park their boats. Um, those are casual places. Mm-hmm. Classy golf outfits. You better look on online, because I don't go. Probably like some cute capri pants and a little fitted polo shirt and some like white sneakers or something like that. I don't know. That sounds like something preppy. I actually did used to golf when I was younger, and like for real, like before I was old enough to be interested in men. So I know how to hold the golf club and all the names of the golf clubs and stuff like that. Uh, because my stepdad used to take us golfing every weekend, me and my brother, and that's how I learned. So just watch some golf videos. I don't know. Okay, do you have any advice for me? I'm married, but I still want guys to want me. I want to flirt, don't look, touch, but validation. You gotta, okay, then you gotta look good. You have to be something that they want to touch, but can't. You gotta like put. I'm looking at the clock if y'all wonder. You gotta, because I have a consultation with a man. Oh my God, my I rarely get consultations with men, but I told him, look, because his girlfriend left him, and I'm like, he a week ago, and he's like, I need to get her back. So I'm gonna try to help him, y'all. He ain't gonna like what I have to say though, because I every time I do a consultation with a man, it's to get a woman back after they're already left, and whatever I tell them, they don't want to do it, and so their girlfriend never comes back. So if he's wise, he will listen. Most of the time, they break up because she wants something that he doesn't want to give, and it's either engagement, uh, for her to move in, or he cheated. That's the only three reasons. So what I'm going to tell him, you need a grand gesture, which is either an engagement, let her move in, or buy her a really nice gift. If you can't do none of those, she ain't coming back. Okay. So we're going to have to talk about that. What grand gesture are you willing to do? What does she want the most? That's how you get her back. Otherwise, can't do it. I can't do a consultation live because it's private. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, if you want to be desired and you're a married woman, when you leave the house, you don't want to feel blah. Dress up, dress nice, wear sexy clothes, wear heels, wear makeup, do your hair. Don't walk around looking like, you know, soccer mom. Because men don't respond to that well. You gotta look like you want to be desired. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I've done lots of readings for men. I mean, consultations for men, and they don't want to change. That's why I'm saying men are very hard to change. They will not change unless it's logical. They're not even going to change to get the woman back that they love. They'll just go get another one. Because once I tell them what to do, they'll be like, oh, well, I don't know if I want to do all of that. I'll try something else. You got something else I can try? Well, I told her I loved her and that she's the only one for me. I said, well, did you ask her to marry you? No. Well, I help her, and we when we go out, I take her to nice places. Da 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 da. Da. I said, and I said, well, what did you get for her last birthday? Walmart gift set? No. I ask them all these key questions because a lot of women, they won't tell a man what they want, and then the man will just be clueless of why she left. Women like big gestures. Women like nice things, and if you cheat on them, you're gonna have to do a super big gesture to get her back, if she'll even take it. So if they're not willing to do those things, I can't help them. I'm like, look, this is what you gotta do. If you can't do it, she ain't coming back. Okay. So unless that man is willing to take the next step in that direction that she has been wanting to go probably for a long time, and he just never did nothing about it. If he's sitting there, I'm gonna say, do you have a video game? Do you play video games all day? Do you hang out with her? Do you even take her out? When's the last time you did this and that for her? Have you given her any jewelry? I said, I would dump you too. That's what I'm gonna tell him when I get on this conversation. It's like, do you even know how to treat a woman? You know? She's not a boy. She's not a man. She's not a little girl. She's a woman. And she wants to level up in life. And if you're not doing those things for her, she's going to go find someone else who is. That's just it. Unless you level up, if you got to change, you got to do better. And then she'll respond to you. If you're sitting here acting like a teenager and you're supposed to be a grown man, you're going to get left behind. So let's figure out what you can do, how you can change it, and because people don't come back to the same person. You got to improve. And that's what I tell a lot of people. If somebody breaks up with you, they're not coming back to you if you're the exact same person. You got to get out and improve yourself. And then when they want you, you don't want them no more because you've outgrown them. hmm This video was about how the haters say that I don't dress nice and I don't live the lifestyle that I say I live, and I'm not credible and da 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 because I don't rock fancy stuff every day on this camera. So I was just being sarcastic and facetious when I put on like my designer stuff and saying, yeah, look at me, now I'm credible. But then I started answering questions as usual at the end of the video. But if you wait, like, okay, a lot of you guys will try to watch the video from the beginning and it's not going to come up until an hour after this uploads. And then, so come back in like an hour and watch it from the beginning if you're having trouble. That's just how they do YouTube Live. I don't know why. I guess so they could kind of monitor it and make sure if anything bad was said that they take it out. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Struggle love does not last. There are always exceptions to the rule, but most people are not happy in struggle love, okay? If you look around, most of the people that are happy are in lifestyle loves, because they're happy within themselves, because they can go do what they want to do. They can pursue their hobbies, their passions, and their dreams. They don't have to sit there and sacrifice just to have a roof over their head, That's why people who married for lifestyle versus love stay married longer, because they can indulge in the lifestyle and do things that they like to do themselves instead of struggling to keep bills paid because you in love. Okay? So think about it. Would you rather be pursuing your passion and hobbies and doing those things, or struggling to keep a roof over your head with your true love? Okay? Everybody's had that one true love, that high school sweetheart or that first love or whatever. But most of the time, it don't last that long, So why not just get the lifestyle and have the freedom that comes with it? Right? So that's what I did. I made a choice. I'm like, am I going to sit here and wait around for somebody that I just have butterflies and googly eyes for, just to say I'm in love and get married and struggle? Or am I going to just marry somebody that's going to take full care of me and give me whatever I want? I'm going to fall in love with that quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I'm like, that's what I'm going to do. I'll leave that pin on. That's classic. I'm not wearing that scarf though. That's too much. Just like, look at me. I found the way about her. This is a gift, actually. Thank you. Appreciate it. Today in Houston, Texas, it is actually cool. There was wind blowing. It was fall. I am so happy. I could probably wear this when it gets cooler. But it's like 70, 73. That's fall for us. Thank you. I'll show you the first thing the first purse James ever bought me. This is old, y'all. He bought this purse for me 2 months after we started dating. Okay. And I told him exactly what I wanted, told him where to go get it. I didn't go with him. I said, this is what I want for my birthday. Such and such and such and such. This this is where the store is. Go get it. Y'all remember these? When these are real popular. Back in the early 2000s. Yeah. 2001. This is what I asked for my birthday. My 23rd birthday. This is what I got. That's how old this is. And it's still worth the same amount of money as he paid for it back then. That's what I'm saying. It's an investment. It did not decrease in value. It actually went up. So I looked on like people who are reselling their luxury purses, and it's exactly the same price as he paid for it all them years ago. So they only increase in value because now, you know, it's an investment. So that was the first. He bought me that when I was on my 23rd birthday. That's how old that is. So yeah, I have a bunch of jewelry too, but his taste in jewelry is not that well, so I don't really wear it. I have to tell him what I want, and um, mhm. So I'm like, you know, why you want? I told him exactly what I wanted. 3 months after we were dating, I said, you know what, my birthday is coming up, and this is what I want. I want nothing else. I don't want nothing else. If you can't get me that, then don't get me nothing at all. That's what you tell them. Okay? That's how you get stuff. If you can't give me this, I don't want nothing at all. So someone says make sure the bag is not counterfeit. Oh, it came with authenticity papers and the receipt and everything. He had made sure I seen that receipt. Okay. So he could get some. So yes, ask for what you want. Know you deserve it, and you're gonna get it. Okay, and that's all I'm saying. It was I had never asked a man to buy me a Louis Vuitton before. I was 23 years old. I'm like, I mean, barely 23. I just turned. No, I was still 22 when I asked. I was like, he's like, well, what do you want? I just went as high as I could think for a 22-year-old. I want a Louis Vuitton purse. You know, I was gonna see what he was gonna do. I took my chance. You know, I felt like I was worth it, and he went and got it. So you know, if I had never asked, I'll probably just have Walmart gift basket. Okay, so that's all you gotta ask for stuff that you want. And if you don't, you'll never get it. You know, you'll have to go get it yourself and then ask for the Walmart gift basket. You know, some women are afraid to ask men for something that high priced. But men aren't afraid to ask a woman to sleep with her, sleep with him, you know, unprotected or many, many times without him doing anything. So why couldn't you ask for a purse? If they got it, you know, if they make a lot of money, they should be able to afford it. That should be nothing to them, right? So if you're dating a man who's wealthy or makes a lot of money, then you should be asking for expensive gifts, because then you get them in the habit of buying you expensive gifts. They're not going to come incorrect because they know that you only like expensive gifts. So if you start off with an expensive gift, you're going to end up with an expensive gift years down the line. Every time it's your birthday or Christmas or Valentine's Day, he's not coming with Walmart. He's coming with the best. You know what I'm saying? Because he already knows you don't expect or accept anything less. And if he comes lacking, you're going to be like, where's the rest? You're not going to even be happy with the gift he gives you. So it's useless to give you something that you don't even want. So they're always going to go and get what you want. And get in the habit of telling them what you want. Don't leave it up to them. Don't let them pick out what you want unless they know your favorite store and you don't mind them picking you out something. You know, as long as they got the receipt that you can take it back if you don't want it. But get in the habit of telling them exactly what you want. Like every year I tell my husband exactly what I want. Okay, for Christmas this year, James, this is what I want. Here's the picture. Here's where you can buy it. This is what I want. If you don't buy me this, I don't want nothing else. You know? And he goes and gets it. Why? Because I'm not leaving it up to him. I know what I want, and that's what I'm going to get. That's how you have to do it. Right. Someone says, I've never slept with a woman in my life. Okay. Um, if a man gave, if you gave a man too much, how do I switch the? It's too late. Like, I don't know why y'all start over. Just go get another man on the side, get your plan B together, and start over, because you can't switch it up. The type of man that you got is not the type of man that's going that you want to turn him into. Okay? Because if you gave him too much, that's the reason he stayed. Because that's what he wanted. You know, he doesn't want to do everything for you. That's why he's with you, because you were the giver. You know what I'm saying? That would be like James saying, well, I want to make her start paying for everything now, and I'm gonna switch it up because he done watched some video on some MGTOW channel. Now he want me to pay half the bills. I'm gonna look at him crazy. I'm like, psh, you must be crazy. Okay? So you can't go and switch it up in the middle of y'all relationships. I keep telling y'all that. Just because y'all find this channel don't mean you can change your man. But what you can do is put yourself first so that he wants to change. You know, start giving yourself the best. Start pulling back. You know, I'm not doing this, and just stop doing everything. You know, and if he leaves, that was the risk that you took. You know, for me, you can't just switch your relationship up, because that's what it's based on, how you were treating him in the first place. And so I'm saying you got to start off like you want to end. So if you're in a bad relationship and you give everything, then either start over with a new person, or fall and bump your head and wake up a gold digger. I don't know. That's what I would do. Fake a head injury. That way, it's not your fault. I woke up like this, literally. You know, I hit my head, and I don't remember paying half the bills. Aren't you supposed to do that? Isn't that the man job? Oh, the doctor says you have a concussion and you might not be thinking correctly. No, I think that sounds right to me. I'm not doing this no more. I quit my job because I'm married. You know, if I'm married, I'm supposed to be taken care of, right? Girl, go fake hit your head. I have a mild concussion. That's a joke. Don't let it go to. But yeah, that's how hard it is to switch it up in the middle of a relationship, because that's not who they got into the relationship with. They didn't get into a relationship with a gold digger or somebody who wants a man to do everything for them. They got in a relationship with a woman who was doing everything. You know? I'm in a good relationship. He take care of me, but no ring. I don't pay anything, just cooking, but no ring. Well, stop cooking. Bet you get that ring then. I always tell you I don't cook. I mean, why would you cook? You ain't married. Some married people don't even cook. Why are you cooking? Stop cooking. Stop cooking and having sex until he gives you a ring. I bet you'll get a ring next week. Okay. Order a pizza on his credit card and stop having sex. If you want to get married, go on strike. And then when he asks you what's wrong, say, I don't have no ring. I'm tired of playing your wife. I want to be your wife, or you don't get no wife. You don't get any wife, what you call it, bonuses. You don't get wife treatment, you know. not getting wifely cooking. You're not getting sex every night because I ain't married. I ain't got no ring, you know. And can he even afford a ring? And is it gonna be the ring you want? You know, you gotta think about all that. Does he have money enough to buy you a ring that you even want? Do you care what the ring looks like? You know, is he saving up? Does he even want to marry you? Get all that together first, you know. See where he wants to be. And 1 year of dating does not mean you get a ring. But you already cooking for him. Y'all already married. You know, he don't need to marry you because you already doing stuff a wife does. So stop doing it. Go on strike, just like I'm done. If you're dating, I always say never cook for a man. Now, some women's culture, you know, some people's culture, oh, you're supposed to cook for your boyfriend. Oh, you're supposed to do this. No, you're not. You know, you're not. His mama's supposed to cook for him, not you. Is it too much to ask for something from your boyfriend who you treat like a husband? Child, you don't get your S together. You can ask whatever the hell. Huh? Oh, they were just telling her the answer to it. I don't never cook for nobody. I don't even like going to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? If I cooked for you, you was probably dying. Your last, you was already on your way out, and I was just trying to do a kind gesture for you. Mhm. So yeah, women give too much, and they receive nothing in return. Stop giving and start receiving. That's all. I always say this: women are receivers by nature, but society has made it so that you're trained to be the giver now, and that's why you're not happy. So give less, get more. Think about it. Most of the selfish women that you know, most of the women who don't work, most of the women who's married, most of the women who treat their man like garbage, most of the women who run their man, most of the women who do this, they get whatever they want. You know, most of the nice girls get used, get trampled over, get cheated on. Why? Because they put themselves last and they take the very least. So if you're in that category, you need to drastically change the way you think and act around men. Because I'm telling you, y'all think I'm joking. The meaner you are to a man, the more they want to give you, the nicer they are to you. And a lot of women don't believe this until they go and try it. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want that. One year, James brought me some ugly jewelry that I did not like, and I told him that's old lady jewelry. I don't want that. Take it back. Just keep the receipt. Keep it in your car. I don't even want it. And he come back with something better. You know, I don't take what I don't want, and that's just, you can call it mean, but in the end, everybody's happy. Okay, because I got what I want and he got what he wanted, which was me to like the gift. So at the end of the day, everybody's happy. But if I took something I don't want, so I don't hurt his feelings, he gonna keep buying me crap. I'm gonna have to wear ugly stuff. I'm gonna be unhappy. The cycle will continue. Okay, then I'm gonna get frustrated and get mad and tell him the jewelry I hate it later. Then he gonna get upset because he kept buying the same type of ugly crap and wasting money, and I didn't like it, and then it's going to keep continuing. You say, no, I don't want this crap, take it back. That's all you got to say. One time, and it's over. Next time, what do you want? Okay, you know. So don't do stuff to save people's feelings. Do stuff to please yourself. Because if someone is doing for you and, trying to buy you a nice gift and you don't say nothing and you don't like it, then what's the point of getting the damn gift in the first place if you don't even like it? What's the point of dating a man with money if he can't do anything for you? What's the point of putting on makeup and a nice dress if you going to McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? Think logically when you do stuff instead of emotionally, and you will get a lot further in life. Don't sit there and take crap that you don't want. Don't sit there and think you're supposed to be nice because society says so. If you don't like something, don't accept it. That's how I was with my mom. When she would buy me some crap that I did not like, I wouldn't take it. I was like, I don't want it. Take it back. It's ugly. I'm not wearing that. Leave the tag on it because I'm not wearing it. I'm taking it back to school. Taking it back to the store. Y'all, I remember one year, I know I've been out here forever, but I'm just trying to stay on until my consultation with this guy, which is in a little while. One time, my mom bought me a bunch of clothes from Kmart back in the 90s. Yeah. And I was in high school. I'm like, she had spent like $300 on Kmart clothes. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Mom. That's so nice. But I would never wear any of this. This is not my style. This is ugly. If I wore this to school, they would laugh at me. You want people to laugh at me? And it's not, she just had bad taste. I could have went in Kmart and made some cute outfits if I wanted to. But the stuff she picked was terrible. So I told her, I'm going to take it all back and get the money and go shopping at the mall. So I said, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I don't want to accept this because it's something that I'm not going to wear and be happy with. And so she was like, but you can have all these outfits and versus, what you're going to go buy. You probably get 3 outfits out of it. I was like, well, that's what I want and that's what I need. So I took all them stupid Kmart clothes back that were ugly and I went shopping at the mall, back then in the day, the brands that were hot in the 90s. That's what I was getting. I made like 3 nice outfits, bought some perfume, and I was happy. With 3 nice outfits and some nice perfume, I was happy. Her gesture was nice, but if I had accepted that, I would be the laughing stock. I would be embarrassed. I would have never wore the clothes. She would have wasted her money. So never accept stuff you don't want because it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to make anybody happy. And you're not going to even benefit from it. So stop accepting stuff you don't want. That's in men and jobs and life in general. You know what I'm saying? Now, when a stranger gives you some crap and you don't know them enough to hurt their feelings or tell them the truth, you just take it and re-gift it, y'all. That's what I do. I'm like, oh, thank you. Re-gift pile. I don't ever have to go Christmas shopping for a long time because I got so many re-gifts. That extra gift you have just in case somebody extra show up for Christmas? I got a pile of those. Make sure you don't give it back to the person who gave it to you, though. Okay? That's embarrassing. My mom did that to me one year. She's the queen of re-gift. She's like, oh, I got this for you. Or I'm like, no, I got that for you last year. Oh, for real? Mm-hmm. You want it back? Mm-mm. Then she go dig it around in her purse. Like, I said, that's why I don't buy you stuff like that anymore because you always re-gifting it. I'll just get you a gift card. So the funny thing is, with gifts, I used to get on my sister because like my sister was real mean with it. Like, okay, so for example, somebody would buy her a Gucci purse, right? But it was the wrong one. It was too small, and she would get mad. And she was like, "This is not what I asked for. This is not what I wanted. I wanted the big one. If you wasn't gonna get me the big one, I didn't want one at all. This is too small. I can't fit nothing in here. You know, purse cost like $3,000, but she mad." And I was like, ooh, you ungrateful. But then I thought about it, that's not what she wanted, so she wasn't accepting it. I learned from her. I was secretly learning from her, even though I was criticizing her in my mind at the time, because I was just, I was young, like junior high, high school, and I was just learning from her subliminally. I'm like, dang, that's mean, that's rude, that's selfish, but subliminally it was sticking in my mind. And then I saw, when she got gifts that she really liked, how she reacted, and it was totally different. She was showing it off to everybody, bragging and stuff like that. The other person was even happier than she was to even receive the gift, because she was sitting there bragging on them, hugging on them. So it's like, to get what you want pays off more than to accept what you don't want. So you got to learn from experience, watching other people, trying not to judge, because you're going to judge anyway, but it's going to seek into your subconscious mind sooner or later, and you're going to understand it later on if you didn't understand it then. Like, a lot of women watch my videos, they'll tell me, when I first started watching you, I did not agree with you at all, but as time went by, I did, because it sinks in, and then it starts to resonate with truth and how it should be, and then you realize it, that you were just subconsciously, trained to accept stuff even though you don't want it, which is, silly. Like a child. A child will not accept something that they don't want. They will throw it back at you. I don't want this. And then they'll throw it. Because a child is true to their nature, and they're true to themselves. And they know what they want, and they know what they don't want. They don't care about hurting your feelings. But when they get what they want, they are happy. Ooh, I love you, mommy. Thank you. Playing with their stuff and happy. They're not going to just say, that's not what I asked for, but I'm going to take it anyway. They're going to throw it at you. So, when a man or someone expects a woman to just accept some crap, think about a child accepting a toy that they never wanted anyway. You're going to feel sorry for that child, because he's just acting and pretending that he likes it, and he's not really even enjoying himself or herself, and the toy sucks, but he doesn't want to hurt your feelings. And inside you feel like crap, because that kid don't even like that toy, so you're going to go get the real toy anyway, because of guilt and because they're so young, and they deserve the best. Well, that's how you got to feel about yourself, Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Anyways, I got to go do this consultation for this guy. Hopefully he'll listen to me and take this advice, or he'll try to make 1,000 excuses and end up with nothing. But I'm going to tell him what it takes. I'm like, well, you got to do a grand gesture, get get this and that, do this for her, blah, 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 blah. And she'll come back. Most women will come back if you do the right stuff. He ain't gonna like to hear what I say, though. I already know. I'm like, look, you gotta do what you gotta do, sir. Not nice woman. Oh, I was reading the other one above it. Okay, so if any man want consultations from me, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you that all you have to do is be more romantic and do this and that, because most women know that that's an act, and that won't last for long. You got to do a grand gesture that's some type of commitment or some type of huge investment. Words mean nothing after a certain point. You got to show action. So that's what I'm going to tell this guy. Don't come to me thinking I got some words for you to give this woman, because it's going to take more than words. Okay? So I'll see y'all later. All right, bye.